Space Empires 5. Had a small problem occur with my video recording software. It lost me an entire video and about 10 turns. So this is actually 10 turns on from the video 4. We're just going to go ahead and actually it lost me 2 sets of videos. Don't know exactly what happened. It just decided that it was going to record the audio and not the video for some reason. Go figure. So I was able to revert back on the autosaves, but 2 videos in means 20 turns, and the autosaves only go back 10 turns. So joy. But real quick, look over here. Alright. Losing a little bit of radioactive. Finally ahead of the game on the other 2. Research. Going through and basically getting moving along. Just got sensors 2. I'm going to wait 5 turns and pick up temporal weapons 2 before I go through and create the next generation of explorer vessels. But sensors 2 right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and move that over to economics, because economics is something I do need that bonus for, that discount. Construction queues. Got some research centers still under construction at Elwood 1, which is not too surprising considering we plan on going for basically forever on that. Do have a radioactive extraction facility that will probably net us positive here. And then we're upgrading some research centers at Elwood too, so not too big. Alright. Still don't have any contact with any species. Let's go ahead and run next turn. Don't know what exactly happened there, but it was kind of annoying. I went through, checked my videos, jumped to the end of the video to make sure it was looking good, and well, this is the same spot. It doesn't look like it's changing from what's at the beginning. Huh, that's odd. Watch it all the way through. Not only does it not play through correctly, it just cuts off in the middle of the video. Well, bother. Now it's playing it. So, reverted back to autosave file. But still have basically a 10 turn jump. That bang was my glasses falling apart again. Unfortunately, I broke my glasses some time ago. And although I have contacts, I just haven't put them in today. Don't really have any reason to if I'm staying at home not doing much. Let's see if we can get my glasses to put back together again. Holding them together with a piece of good timing at least. Waiting for 19 turns to go by. Or 19 players to take their turn at least. Might just pull out a video of, or start doing a let's play of the original Outpost. What do you guys think? Should I do it? Comment in the section below. That was a fun game. Really old game, but fun. I wonder how far I can get before I die this time. System. Would you look at that nice little planetoid right there? Useful for me. Right atmosphere. Right everything basically. Alright. So that finished building. Let's take a look at our construction queue real quick. That'll tell us. Yep, we're in the positives. Okay, good. Okay, let's see. 1100, and he's got to get back basically to Ephandra. Let's go ahead and send him back to Ephandra then. Once he's picked up his supplies on Ephandra, I think we'll go ahead and sail through that gate right there. There we go. Alright, now take a look here. Any other actions? Nope. On to the next turn. Did end up doing something similar to save scumming. I do know there should be a scout ship from coming through here in the next 4 or 5 turns, I think. And although the previous video did show me getting actually a peaceful encounter with them, there's always a chance for a warlike encounter. We'll just have to see. Excuse me, don't know where those yawns are coming from. I'm not actually tired. That's definitely going to require better equipment, though. Computer wouldn't be able to run StarDrive in the first place, much less run StarDrive while doing video recording. So that is on the burner. Explorer doesn't really have those. So, yeah. Let's see. And that at 10% is okay. We still need that to go up, so that's important. Yep, 3 turns, temporal weapons, okay. Plenty of resources in. Let's go ahead and end my turn. We are getting very close to the edge of what we can explore without difficulties. Because if you look at the ship that's heading its way back in, it's down to less than 1,000 supplies already. That means that it is running low. This particular music is trying to drive me to sleep. I think that's what it is. It's the music. Can't control which track it chooses though. So I could put the music off entirely. And I might. extra time might be that some people actually have started talking to each other, run into and are starting to talk to each other. Doing diplomacy and such. Because diplomacy takes just a little bit more of the AI cycles. to sleep. And that is bad. Question is, do I put a base in the A6 system or not? I probably should, honestly. I think I will, actually, now that I think about it. Let's go ahead. I know I at least saw at least 2, and I think I saw 3, so let's go ahead and build 3 rock colonies. There we go. Ready? Since Elwood 2 is the system that, or is the planet that, is my homeworld, technically, it still has the most population. Although that is starting to get spread out a little bit. Until I can actually start getting people to breed like I need them to. I really was hoping that the medical facilities that I built would do that, but apparently not. Apparently not. I'll have to upgrade them. Once I do have those upgraded, though, that'll be good. I can get so much as a 1% breeding rate. Actually, even a 0.5%. Then my population will start to climb, and good things will happen. Is a minor advantage to keeping your populations low if when I actually meet other people, and if I'm able to get them to send migration to my planets that I control. If my population is low on those planets, then they're more capable of getting them onto at least the first couple. And once you've got a couple of planets with the new population on it, they'll just spread out over time, as long as they have some place to go. Which means that the target planet cannot be actually full. Okay. 2 is being upgraded to a Light Explorer 3. Ooh, even more neat. Well, let's see, what got upgraded? That didn't change weight. Don't think it's gonna be that. Nope, that didn't change weight. Though it did get upgraded. Those did not change weight, so they got upgraded. Those got upgraded. Ah, nifty, they're actually slightly lighter now. Which means I have 2 kilotons to play with. Not much on the system, it only weighs 1 kiloton, so we're going to give ourselves a very little boost. Some shields. Otherwise, everything else is just automatically upgraded to its highest level. Alright. Now to compare the two is really unfair. Because there's just not a lot of difference there. But there we go. The Mark IIs are obsolete and the Mark IIIs are now the big deal. And I may need to colonize this system right away. And look at that. 2 planets. That one's medium, I think that one's, yep, medium. Both the right atmosphere, both really decent size. Have colonizers under construction, don't I? Now let's see what else we got in this system. A 3rd planet. Okay. Yeah, they're just begging me to come colonize this system, aren't they? There we go. Now if this had been my home system, that would have been really interesting. But it wasn't. That's actually okay. Because I found the system, and now it will be mine. Okay, let's see, that's that. Anything else moving? Nope. Okay. Well, I should have the other light colony, actually my rock colony pods, or ships, finished in just a moment. At least one of them. Things to do between turns. Nap. All I'm doing is just sitting here watching a little green bar go by. Little green bar goes by, little green bar goes by, little green bar goes by. It doesn't really interest me. Little red bar on the other hand, well, little red bar means means somebody else is having a fight. Doesn't mean I'm having a fight. But it means somebody out there is having a fight. And that means interesting things are happening, even if I'm not directly involved. They are at least interesting. Okay. Processing after all player turns. Come on. Oops, I think I sent that one to the wrong planet. And that's fine. I have more than enough movement left over next turn. He wouldn't have gotten there this turn anyways. Alright, new tech level in research and rock and in the Dvongar system. We've run into the E. Well, let's see. First things first. Upgrade facilities. Because we know we want these to be type 3s. Cool. Alright. So that takes care of that. Okay, so, oops. Wrong one. We'll be looking at that here in a second, though. We know about these guys. They are gas giant livers. We are ice, so that, or rock. We are rock. And they're carbon dioxide, whereas we are methane. Well, they breathe a different atmosphere. It would be a good idea to, now that we can send a message, propose a treaty. Set treaty elements. You always have to name the treaty. We want non-aggression and migration between both directions. If we can get it, communications channels, because the more people we can talk to, the better. So that's been sent to them. They'll receive it at the end of the turn. Most likely they're also sending us a message, which we won't get until the end of the turn. Unfortunately. It's not the best, but it works mostly. Alright, he's going to continue to move around. Take a look at the other guy. Rock a colony, okay. Alright, so yeah, we don't actually have any carbon dioxide planets. We're gonna want one. I'm gonna send this guy to Tycho. Even though it'll be domed right now, that'll see it's just basically a very small incremental cost. So, alright. That's basically everything we've got there. Run the turn! Run the turn! And now we can see diplomacy. But now that people know about us, we need to get intelligence up so that we have some intelligence defense. I need to reallocate some points. Some research points. We'll do that on this turn. Because it doesn't take much to have a decent defense, intelligence-wise. It takes quite a bit more to have a decent offense when it comes to intelligence, but a decent defense when it comes to intelligence is not hard. And true, I'm not even sure anybody actually uses intelligence yet, but better safe than sorry. Better to have a really good defense in place and never need it than to have no defense and suddenly get hit by every single turn some sort of sabotage or espionage effects being taken out on you. No fun at all having that happen. Especially since the AI can be a lot more cutthroat in the balanced compared to standard. So what happened is that some in the Divunum system, some ship of the E passed through my sensor field. That's all it takes. It doesn't even have to stop in the sensor field, just have to pass through it. So, well, looks like they're still in my sensor field. Dwungar. So, we sent a message to them, and they sent a message to us. What do they want? They want trade, up to 15%. They want a true colonization in each other's systems. Technically, we don't compete too badly. But they want mine codes. Well, I don't have mines, but I want to counter their proposal. Okay, trade percentages I'm okay with. Non-aggression we want to tone down just a touch. We do want migration. Sharing system maps. If they're willing to give me system maps, I'm willing to take them. So, now when it comes to the pleading, neutral, and demanding, I honestly don't know how those specifically work. But their mood is receptive, so they're willing to deal. There we go. Okay. So, message was sent. Alrighty. Alright, let's see what we've got here. We've got armor coming up in 3 turns for type 5 armor, or class 5 armor. That's good. Well, we've got an economics achievement that I missed seeing, but okay, it's actually a good thing. You know what? I'm going to pull a little bit of research off of that. And we're going to go down to intelligence. Is it not a... Oh, intelligence services, here we are. 20% towards intelligence services. And honestly, I might just increase that a little bit. Astrophysics I want to leave alone. Yeah, that doesn't help me too much right this second because I'm not actually using it. There we go. So it doesn't take very much to get that going, but okay, what do we got? We've got okay, so he got in, he started repairs. Yep. New weapon systems, new sensors, new small shield generators, and an upgrade to his armor. Not a great upgrade, but still an upgrade. Those ships are not the best in the world, or galaxy. They're very small, very lightweight. Don't pack a huge amount of punch, but you know, doesn't take a huge amount of punch to be effective either. Just have to be able to survive just long enough to take your opponent out. And the Mark IIIs have just a little bit more survivability than the Mark IIs did. And a little bit more firepower too. See if he accepts my counter proposal. Or if they just accept my primary proposal. Either one will work, to be entirely honest. The really important part is I get the non-aggression in all systems. Colonizing in each other's systems doesn't really work very well. The AI gets very pissy about that. If you have a ship in the AI's territories or in their systems, they get annoyed. Even if you have, you know, non-aggression in all systems, or if you colonize in their systems, heaven forbid, even if you have the treaty elements set that way, they get annoyed. Because now it's their system, not your system, and, well, even if it was your system to start with, it's now theirs, and they become annoyed with you, and their mood goes from receptive to angry very quickly, and then it degenerates into war. And nobody wants war. Well, okay, I take that back. I will, when I'm in a better position for it. But not this turn, not right now. Okay, what do they say? Let's see, that's our responding to them. And okay, we've got a partnership treaty there. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at our current treaty. What does our treaty say we have? Okay. Non-aggression in all system, migration between colonies, and we share communication channels. Neat. Okay. 2 turns to getting intelligence services. Not mistaken. Oh, yeah, New Knock colony. Okay, where's this guy going? Well, that's a huge methane planet. That's going to have some really cool stuff. There's really good space on it, so let's go ahead and send that there. Okay, now we're actually in the system. And you can see down here on the map, let's move there. Actually, let's move there so we can see the highlighter. So if you look at the symbol here, it's actually got crosshatch on it. That indicates that there's multiple types that are visible or known about, multiple empires that are known about in that sector. And specifically, if you look right there, there he is. It's a Miyamu class frigate. I can't tell anything about it because I don't have actually scanners. I have sensors, but not scanners. But I can tell you a little bit. It is the first of its class, the first one built of its class, and the first version of the class. This is probably this is probably the first frigate that they ever produced. So it most likely has some very basic stuff on it. Alright, so there's that. Okay, we're in a thing. Let's see. Okay, so anybody else need to move around? Oh, yep. Okay, we got one guy. Because he's just finished his repairs. Okay, we're going to go to some, and we're going to warp through on here. Extra visual radius is really helpful already. Alright, ending our turn. And I'll end the processed before we actually end the turn, but yeah, we'll just look through it. Oh, that was nifty. We actually managed to run into the E. Got ourselves a new friend. Should have a colony starting on this turn. Ship should be arriving at least. And that's something. Let's see, what else? Got some research done. Changed some research priorities around. That's not too bad. I think we'll only get like one level of intelligence center and just pop them in wherever we can. Although this new colony on Tycho could be in the Tycho system could be a perfect place to just have the intelligence base. Actually, I think that's almost exactly what I'm going to do. It'll just be an intelligence base. And then because I'm a very nice guy, I'll just leave all my intelligence points on defense. Besides, why would I spy on my good friends, the E? They're my friends, my allies, and could probably never figure out who was actually doing it if I did it right. Stuff. Come on. This actually would make a decent. You know what? We're just going to call it an intelligence compound and leave it at that. Because it works. So because we already had an alliance, the E have decided that it's not time to modify our standing agreement, so the modifications I made to their request, yeah. Okay, now to the Tycho system. This is our newest planet. Okay. So, first things first, space yard, because everything needs a space yard. Okay. Honestly, we've already got a resupply depot in the system, along with a spaceport, so we don't really need that. It's actually inside the influence zone of the spaceport, so that's even better. domed. It's going to take it a couple of turns in order to be able to get the population to move across, but that's okay. And this is where I want to cut it, actually. Well, let's see. Do we have anybody can move? Yeah, we do have somebody who can move. We'll set him up. Alright, now he can see out to a distance of 4 now, so that means we don't have to go quite as close. He can move to there and still see all the way to the edge, which is good. See what that gets us here in a bit. Alright, we need to go up this one. Finish exploring in this system. Once we've done that, we need to get him back to... This will be the closest one. There. And then once he's there, upgrade time. Okay. Alright. Anybody else got any moves? Nope. Okay, so rundown of where we sit. Construction queue. We got one more rock colony, it'll be ready next turn. Yay. Research centers, the Mark IIIs are coming online. Tycho 1 has got itself construction of a space yard facility underway. Research. Intelligence systems. We'll go ahead and finish researching level 1 on that, and then actually we can turn that down, I think. Oh, no, maybe I can. Okay, we'll do 30%. That's not going to hurt anything to be overrun on that one. Put everything towards astrophysics. Okay, so research is running along nicely. Intelligence. Well, nobody that we know of is spending any. So we'll get some just in case. Alright, and then we have a treaty with the E, which is cool. Now we'll look at our comparisons here. Alright, so we are again first place, and by a pretty significant margin. Resources, high end, but not the highest. I mean, these guys have the most resources per turn. Research points, again, pretty high end, but not even close to the highest. Intelligence points. Well, would you look at that? The E actually have intelligence points that they're spending. Tech levels don't have the highest there either. Actually, these guys do. 8 planets, which does put us on the high end, very much so. Looks like the average is still about 3 or 4. Our population is currently less than billion, but that's because some of them are on ships right now, and the game doesn't count those guys as being population. 3 ships, 2 of them are our little scout explorer dudes, and 1 is a colony ship that's currently running around. How would you look at that? I would say there's been some combat going on that I just haven't been paying attention to. Because no ships, no units, that's a little odd. Take a look at the graphs here. Scores, obviously, our score is just way high. Resources. Middle of the pack. Decent, but middle of the pack. Research. Yeah, tech levels you're not going to be able to see much, nor on population. So, alright. Well, that's where we sit. So, alrighty. So we're just going to keep going from here. I'm Anekato. You all have yourselves a very good day.